Raymond, we'll start with
How do you do?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you.
all right, Mr. Raymond Smith,
Yes.
North Carolina.
Yes.
And we've got a building here.
Right.
But we really wanted to talk today about the building some, but
Sure.
we really want to talk about your service to your country.
Sure, I'd love to.
Yes, sir. And so tell us about the 101st Airborne.
Okay.
Screaming Eagles.
Screaming Eagles. Yes, I was stationed with the 101st Airborne at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, many years ago. We won't mention how long that's been, but it's been a while.
Vietnam era.
Vietnam. We
Right.
had the orders to go to Germany, and they came in our outfit and killed every order. We couldn't leave the company area.
Wow.
And this was in 1965.
Okay.
And so we pretty much knew where we were going. So they loaded us all up took us to California and put us on a troop carrier ship, USS Gordon. We was on that for 23 nights.
Oh.
Going to Vietnam, and we was there. I was close to being able to my ETS, but I got messed up pretty good there in Vietnam, and so they flew me out. And at that point in time, I spent a lot of time in the military hospitals. Finally ended up at the Womack Army Hospital at Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Tell me how long you were in that first hospital.
In the first hospital, Lord, it started with when I had what you call yellow jaundice hepatitis, and they put me in a squad tent in Vietnam. And this stuff was very, very contagious. And so no one could come in there except the doctor. And when the doctor came in, he was robed up. Now, I was in that tent probably, I'd say, 6 to 7 weeks.
Wow.
And so, but the only thing that really helped me, it was during Christmas time. The Red Cross came by there and they gave me a little sack of hard candy. But in that hard candy was a little deck of playing cards, maybe about like that and about that wide. And my doctor taught me how to play solitary. So I played solitary day in, day out. Then they finally came in and told me that they sent me to a military hospital in Japan.
Okay.
So the day before I was supposed to leave for Japan, the doctor, he called me Smitty.
Yeah.
He came in there and said, Smitty, I got some bad news. I said, and I thought they were keeping me there.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, what in the world, what? He said, you're not going to Japan. And he just stopped at that. He said, oh, but I forgot to tell you, you're going to Womack Army Hospital, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Yay!
So I've always said I never had any idea that I wanted to kiss a man. But at that time, I thought about it. But anyway, I left there in several stops at different military hospitals. They wouldn't let me fly along. And so I finally made it back to the States, and I finally made it to Womack Army Hospital. So I stayed in there until finally they let me, I wouldn't say out of prison, but
yeah.
I was in a room.
Quarantine.
Quarantine, thick of glass about like that. And my wife, my mom and dad, they got to come down there. But again, I could see them, they could see me, but only through that thick glass.
Now tell me, when we were talking on the phone one day, we were talking about when your wife got notified
right.
about your condition, because your condition was grave.
Oh yeah,
it could have taken your life.
Well, they
right?
really thought that I would not survive that. I dropped down to the weight of a stick. Oh. You know, I lost so much weight. But during that time when I was in the hospitals and I think on the way back, two men in a military vehicle pulled up, and my wife was with her mother, and they pulled up in their driveway. And they went, knocked on the door, and of course, their first thought, you know what it is.
Yeah.
But, and they just come apart. But no, they said they just came there to give them information where I'm gonna be, and, you know, and all that. So that was a big relief to them. So that was
Kind of life-changing.
oh yeah, right,
Yeah.
yes. So, but I probably got out. And when they gave me a medical leave, I had to have my own fork and spoon, my own plate, my own cup, my own glass. Nobody could eat after me or drink after me. And to this day, they still won't take any of my blood because
Wow.
of what I caught.
Wow.
Right.
And you caught that in the jungle.
Right, in Vietnam. I've got 4 stents in my heart, and that's from Agent Orange. I've had two heart attacks. I've had 1 stroke. But thank God I'm still here, you know,
Amen.
so, you know, I'm still above ground, so that's good.
I've never in my life met anyone with such a great attitude. And so, you know, when you called and we were talking about this building, this was something you were wanting to do, to be able to come out here and have a workspace.
Right.
But
right.
you were telling me that, you know, you had lost your leg, which is due to
They think it had a lot to do with the Agent Orange. But again, it was something that started taking over, you know, it started on the bottom of my foot and it came up.
Right.
And got up to about half in my calf, and they took me to every place they could think about, trying to come up with something to stop it.
Right.
And it finally got to a place they couldn't stop it.
Yeah.
So at first they took it off below the knee. They really, really wanted to save the knee. Boy, I did too.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's where they didn't get it all or what, but I came down with a real bad infection. So they had to come back above the knee and take it off again.
Right.
So
And that was recently.
Yes, I had the first surgery in May the 28th.
So you took part of the leg off in May. And they had to come back.
In about, I think it was about 6 or 7 weeks that they saw they couldn't do anything with this infection.
Right.
My doctor, he was a good doctor, he really is. And he tried everything to save that knee, but he couldn't, you know. And so he came in my room the day of the surgery. He says he's going to do everything in his power to do that. I said, look, Doc, I said, I believe in you. I said, you do what you need to do. And so when I woke up, knee was gone. So,
Right.
But I call them chapters. When I, first started, that was a chapter. When went through this, there was a chapter. I just been through chapter after chapter after chapter. Now I'm in a different chapter that I do have a prosthetic in this.
And I have a picture of the day that you went. And you put that prosthetic on,
Right.
And it has the flying eagle. We'll get a picture of it, I hope.
Yeah.
But you sent me a picture because right about the time we were installing,
Right.
you went and tried it on the first time.
Right.
And I believe you said you were able to walk around for how many minutes?
Well, yeah, I was able. They was really shocked that when they first put it on me, and they said walk down there, and they had a place area that you walk down and walk back, and so they told me to walk down there. I said, well, I'll just walk down there. And so he told me to come back, and I walked back. He said, wait a minute. He went back. He said, I got to get some folks to see this. So he went and got 2 more doctors, and stood there and said, okay, Mr. Smith, walk back down there again. I walked back down there again. So, in other words, you said something about attitude a while ago, and that is so important, that the attitude in any situation that you go through is, it's like, I've always said this, if you ain't right before you go through a storm, you won't be right when you come out of the storm.
Oh, wow.
And so,
that's profound.
Yes. And so that your attitude does mean everything. I'm determined that this thing is not going to be me.
Amen.
And that's the very reason I wanted this building. I'm a piddler. I piddle, you name it, and I piddle with it. And so, but I just run out of space, and my wife wanted her garage back, so here sits the shop, and we just now getting it set up. But now I've got another chapter to look at, one that you don't know about.
Okay.
This just happened. Got a call. Well, I went to see my dermatologist. Oh, and boy, was that a mistake.
Oh.
And they, you know, this, got
I noticed this, yeah.
Bad place on my shoulder where they took biopsies. And so I got a phone call a couple nights ago that they are malignant.
Okay.
And they are the melanoma. Did I say that right?
You're right.
So, another chapter. So, they just called me this morning, sent me with a surgeon, and they're going to do surgery on all places.
Okay.
And so that's coming up. Well, they scheduled one surgery for right at Thanksgiving. I said, whoa, can't you put this thing off to at least after Thanksgiving? And so they did. They changed it for the 1st of December. But that's just another thing. Just another thing.
And you're still smiling. And the grace that you have is remarkable. Now, do you know yet if you're going to be doing treatments?
I don't.
Not yet.
Only thing I know at this time that they're going to be doing the surgery.
There's going to be a bunch of people praying for you.
But thank you.
Yes.
But it's one thing I keep linking to. The Bible says, give thanks for all things, for this is the perfect will of God concerning you. So how can you go against that? You can't,
Yeah. You cannot. Well, the Lord has really blessed you, and you have such a great, like I said, your demeanor, your the way that you accept it. Now I understand a little more, because I don't think we really didn't talk about that.
No,
before.
This is all new. This just
But we had a lot of
happened,
long conversations through our process.
Right. But again, I just look at them. If you look at the story, I love the story of Joseph in the Bible. Joseph went through so many different things, but God was moving him, putting him in the place exactly where He wanted him.
Yeah.
So I know God is in control.
Amen.
And that's what I go by. When they called me, I looked at my wife. I said, and so and again, it's just one of those things. Chapter. Another chapter. So I'm doing good with this chapter, but here comes another one. Hey, maybe there'll be another one after this one. Who knows? So, but
I know
one at a
thing.
time.
The Lord is well pleased because when you can give thanks, like He said for us to do. I really thought we were coming here just to get an interview for Veterans Day, but obviously this is going to be a Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Better for the whole Thanksgiving season, because if you can give thanks, what's wrong with us that we can't?
Right. In talking about our country, I love that flag.
Me too.
And so a lot of my buddies lost their life because of that flag. And but it just means so much to me. It really does.
Absolutely.
So,
I agree.
But again, I love my shop. And Matt there, he's been my right-hand man, so.
You can tell.
Yeah, he's a good worker, and but I appreciate all the help that I've had. My son-in-law, grandsons, they helped me move the stuff in here. So, but we've been working on it a little bit at a time.
It's amazing. Now, we put the was this double bubble or Astro Armor? It was Astro Armor, wasn't it?
Me don't know.
Me either. I have to double check on that.
Yeah.
But we did that part, and you were able to put some extra on the walls. And so you've moved everything in, got it set up, And you're going to be out here piddling
Right, exactly.
all you want.
I got a CNC machine. That's the one that's covered up over there. And this machine does a lot of carving, and I've got a laser up in the other building that goes on that. And I'm going to be doing a lot of military stuff. The emblems of the Marine Corps, Army, all of them. Fire department, police department.
Do you sell them?
Yes.
Okay, where could we buy one of those
Well,
from?
I ain't made none yet.
You ain't made them yet?
No,
well,
that's
we're going to have to have an update.
Yeah, I will. And I know I'm all set up to do it. And about the time that I got that CNC is when the
this
leg
happened.
thing. So I really had to put everything on hold to just now. I mean, I have cut one piece of wood
Okay.
since, I'm anxious to get started. And so I was kind of disappointed a little bit because I'm so eager to get started, then I get this news about this other surgery.
Right.
So, but again, it's going to be okay. It'll be fine.
Yes, I believe it will.
Yeah, get through
it's
that
going to work
chapter.
together for
Yeah,
good.
Right. Everything work. I told that to Matt this morning. All things work together for good. So, and honestly, I've seen a lot of good come from this.
Yeah.
It's been able for me to meet several people and talk to them just like I'm talking to you. It's no secret, who's in control. So,
Amen.
So it's really helped me to, contact a lot of different people.
Well, and we're going to contact some more. Through
Well,
it.
good. Great.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about the experience with US Erectors.
Okay. I'm telling you, you talking about the guys who put it up.
Well,
y'all.
we sold it. Me and you designed it together. Let's
Right.
start there, and then we'll go to the guys who put it up.
Okay, when we first got in contact, I really didn't know what I wanted. So talking to you, we kind of put a plan together, and it come out like this. And everything went so smooth. I mean, no problems whatsoever. And two, the guys that came to install it, they were amazing. They were like a well-oiled machine. I mean, it was 4 or 5 guys, so when they get here of a morning, one would go one way, the other would go another, and all of them had a job to do, and they went to do their job. And they were amazing.
You enjoyed watching them put it
I
together,
sat here and watched every piece of it. I did, and I thought it was real good. When they got ready to leave, every one of them come up and shook my hand.
Oh.
And I thought that was very nice.
They got all their trash up.
Oh, it looks just as good as it does right now.
I love it.
Yeah, sure
I love
did.
it. And so we did have a little hiccup. At one point in time, we had to reschedule because of weather.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And you took that with so much grace.
Well,
I enjoyed that. Even though it was bad and it was stressful
Right.
for a day or two because you had appointments scheduled.
Right.
But I did work with the girls and they quickly got us back on track.
They did.
And that helped us.
Yes, and my wife says I'm terrible about that, but when
No, you weren't.
I get something set, I'm ready
You
to
had
go.
a whole lot of other things going
yeah,
on.
I did, but it all worked out great. It really did. No problems whatsoever. And I really enjoyed my building, and we just getting in here. So
That's right. I love it.
yeah, me too.
I love it.
Me too. So,
Now tell me your wife's name.
my wife's name is Darlene.
Darlene. I couldn't remember
Yeah.
that. Okay,
And so,
we'll meet her, and I want to get us a few pictures of your prosthetic.
Yeah.
Let's see, you got your building the same week I think you got your leg.
True.
Yeah.
True.
It was all happening together,
Yeah,
so that was,
really the day that they were supposed to start is the day that I got my leg.
yes.
Yeah, sure was.
That's right.
But I was going to tell you about my wife and I. In just a few days, November the 10th, we'll be married 60 years.
Wow.
Yep. And we went together for 4 years before we got married. So we got a big one coming up.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do.
sure
60 years. Well, I hope there's
Yeah.
going to be a big party.
Well, I don't know. They may have one. We going out of town.
Well, good. Good.
Yeah. So,
Well, it's been such a pleasure, and we're going to
My
go out and
pleasure.
meet your wife.
Sure,
And
good.
thank you, and be careful on your hand right there and
Yeah.
not hurt you.
Well,
thank
thank
you,
you.
Raymond, for
Thank
working
you.
with US Erectors
Oh, we
and
enjoyed
for
it.
letting us come today
Yep.
and this interview. I think it's probably our best work.
Well, I think so. I really appreciate it. I really do. You know, I have not found one thing out of place. Everything, and they were so precise. You know, I said, I'm watching them. They like you putting together a jigsaw puzzle. They know where every piece went,
Yeah.
and it was just amazing to watch them.
They keep it square and level
Oh,
and
yes.
tying and
Oh,
making
yes.
sure and
They
checking
sure
it.
do. They sure
they do
do.
a great job.
They
we
do.
love them.
They do
Yes.
a great job. So I'd go get them a drink or something, you know, and they was always real appreciative. So
Nice.
it was a very good experience. Really was.
Yes, I love it. I'm
Yeah.
so glad. Thank
Good.
you again, Raymond.
Thank you. Thank you for your help.